over there to that line to actually do some real fucking street racing. There was even an orange Fox body like my car over there to start doing the street racing legitly with a long straightaway for 200 miles an hour, no traffic. Oh god, all I can hope is that they will start racing from there and stop doing it at the stupid white line right behind the garage. I get it, it's close. You can sit there and honk your horn. Woo. Wouldn't you want to get to a point where you can do a good actual high track speed? Something that's actually close to an actual quarter mile with the least amount of traffic and the least amount of corners? Which is what I've been trying to show for the last couple of fucking videos. Hell, the last couple of years, I've been showing the same damn shit. And they still haven't caught on. I could probably leave out of this right now and go into a lobby and they'll still run the same trap. Right down there. Right behind the garage. Same short trip. Short trip. Maximum fucking carnage with all the damn traffic that enters into that damn intersection. From the intersection where you damn start at. Which is a fucking problem right there. Honk, honk, honk. Yeah. Let me honk, honk, honk into this fucking quarter mile while the Honda Accord pulls right out in front of me. Good job. That's a good drag race. No, how about where I market it, where you have no traffic entering you, plenty of time to get up to speed and drive around traffic, but not that you have to. You got less traffic, an actual start line, and a chance to actually get up to 200 miles an hour before you even need to think about stopping. Everybody who runs the shit legit real like me, man, we know we gun it. We hit it up hard, and if you make it to the gas station, you on top, you cool. Everybody know, you running it, you about 200, you about 190, 198, maybe 201 if you hot and heavy and shit, running a Pagani, maybe a GT40, something like that. Be looking, you see to your right, you see the gas station go to your right side, you be like, alright, calling it, I got that one, you know, you out front, you know, ain't no fronting on it. You called it, it's honor on that one. You know, if somebody be like, yo, I was on your fucking fender, bro, I don't know, man, you gotta run it back. That's the thing. But if you out front, you call it, be like, nah, man, I hit the gas station, that's it, bro, that's that. Alright, cool, skip it, go on to the next race. Don't be running that old school shit out there behind the damn garage. Please don't. Because that's bullshit. Y'all be running that honk, honk, honk out there at that white line, running that shit. And you know what's going to happen? 3 out of the 4 times you're going to have a dump truck, Honda Civic, something pull out in front of somebody in one of them lanes. That dude ain't going to have a good start. He going to have to run around something left or right. Either going to hit the dude in the middle, somebody going to have to go around something. And y'all going to get out there about 150, 170. Y'all starting to buck to the left because the curve. For some reason, y'all want to have a fucking left turn in the middle of your drag race, dumbasses. And then somebody gonna have to deal with that shit on top of all the traffic that materializes at the end of your drag race that y'all think y'all having, doing it where you think you having it at, cause y'all stupid. And then you go ahead, do a U-turn out there, and then do a drag race coming back the other way, thinking like that's some hot shit. Like, oh yeah, I beat you out that way, I'm gonna beat you coming back the other way too. Like, for one, you probably ain't beat nobody. They had to deal with traffic. And 2, turn around, come back the other way. You going back where you came from, bro. You ain't beating somebody back to where you started at. All you doing is just racing back to the start line. If you was smart, you do a drag race set with a real drag race start at. Now me, I did this shit for real. So I spotted this out. I know where that one line is at the 35 mark going that way. That's a real ass strip. Holla at your boy. That's day or night. I will run that. And that shit is hot ass. You will run it. You might see 3 cars during that entire 200 mile an hour run. Versus your shit where you might see 15 cars. If you're lucky. With y'all dumbass. See, y'all fucking probably like fucking youngsters. Y'all ain't even got your damn driver's license and your shit running out there at that fucking line out there behind the damn garage. Wow, 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 wow. Look at me, I ranked up. I got this hot ass car. You don't even know what you running, bro. You don't even know what you running. Running that shit out there. You know about atmospheric conditions, elevation. No? What the hell you know what your tri speed is at? What's your RT? Huh? You ain't got none of that? You don't know about none of that? Man, what's your shifts be like? What's your final drive ratio? Come on, cut. You be talking to me like you running shit? And you be like, oh man, I just ran this car. I beat a fucking Pagani Huayra, man, out there. Be like, yeah, huh? What you run though? I don't know. I beat him. You don't even know from start to stop what you're doing. All you do is run your mouth. You don't know anything about this passion. You claim you got seat time. You hasn't even put your cheeks in the fucking seat. You claiming you run gears. I ain't never seen you shift shit. You think you can heat up these streets. You can barely heat up some tires. You think you got some speed. You don't even know the fucking air temperature, man. You know about compression ratios, man? Huh? You know what's high and low? What you want to run for a supercharger or a turbocharger? No, you just slap on whatever gives you more horsepower, right? Man, somebody better holler at these people before they drive me crazy, bro. Thinking they know they's gonna run up in here running shit. Run up in here. Say they know how to run something. I bet I could take them in my fucking grocery getter. Right now. Line to line. Because I know I didn't buy it for this reason, but my 5-door will take whatever door they got here on out. Unless it was something that mom and dad bought it for them. And they bought that because they thought it would impress some pretty little thing. But I guarantee they ain't turned a wrench on it if it was that hot. You know how many wrenches I turned on the 5-door sitting in my garage? Too damn many. And, oh, she hot. Believe that. I step on a freeway and I'll leave you. I don't play around with it. I ain't played around with it since I was in my fucking early 20s, bro. That shit was damn near 20 years ago. I ain't fucking with it. I build some. Every fucking single one. And I don't just do it here either. I will work on these motherfuckers in real life. Let's start from the beginning on it. I know I ain't never seen a GTR, but if I one of them 240s. A homeboy used to own one of those in the shop. Fucked around with some of that. Buick. Nah, I went to the shop with some of those. Polestars never really made a difference in that. Did fuck with some Ferraris. Fucked around with some of that. The DBs never made it popular over here. But I know about Aston Martin, so fuck with the Fords. I actually did fuck with one of them. Fuck with an earlier model of that. Earlier Dodges never made it into any of the shops. Skylines, nope. Earlier's never made it in there. Fuck with too many of those. Camaros, yeah. Yep. Yo, yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember there was one time I had to drive one of those out of the fucking shop. Had fun fucking dealing with one of those cars. They weren't too half bad. Porsche, yep. Marked on that. I saw one of those come into the Ford dealership I was working at one time. It was blue with the white stripes. Classic. Dealt with that. Older Skylines never made it here. Dealt with old Chevy trucks. Yep. That was before that even existed. Worked on that. And maybe not specific M4, but plenty of BMWs. I have been up close and personal with an SX, but not worked on it. That was before the time. Worked on lots of Mitsubishis. Lots of them. My boy actually owned on the shop back in the day. I think he owned the S2000. And nope, yeah, worked on Mercs, not a G-Wagon, but worked on Mercs, worked on Jags. I like that. Oh fuck, that's too simple. Actually copped rims from my boy for my other Nissan, from his Nissan. That was before that even existed. Old Lambo. Old school ride there. Not worked on that. But in Celebration, we did work on some show cars. Not that specifically, but it was older Fords. Something more closer to this. It was 70s and later that we worked on. Played around underneath the hood of a Mazda. Rotaries are very interesting. I played with those in tech school. Fucked around with a lot of the engine pieces that go together for the different chambers and stuff on those. Like when the combustion chambers, the ones that bolt together for it. That was interesting to see, actually. First knowing about the fucking Dorito that spins around. That was crazy. Finding out how it operates, that was hot shit. My boy Tony used to drive one of these every day to work out in Celebration, and he had the ridiculous fucking lobe on this car too. It was the most sick sounding idle you've ever heard. Oh god, that car was amazing. Yep, worked on Mitsubishis. Yep, did that. Old 240. My homeboy in high school actually had this car. Ah, now looking back, I wish I actually bought that from his ass, because he had the original straight six in it. Sick car, man. 2016? No, before that time, but worked on a lot of smaller Mercs. Worked on the BMs. Worked on 350s, and worked on precursors of that car. So, yeah. I put wrenches on damn near every single one of those. Either the ones that came before it, or the ones themselves. Nailed it. Engine swaps, training swaps, engine repairs, training repairs, fluids, belts, brakes, You name it, it's been done. I done it. My hands were there. They were greasy. Fucking even on some of the newer shit, dealt with computers. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Done. I've actually worked on this shit. I've driven this shit. I've turned wrenches on this shit. Some of them I've raced. Not the ones that are in this game. Other ones. Ooh, that reminds me of the time that they sent me an AP. Fucking came from Disney. No, it happened at Disney's parking lot. GM sent me an AP some slips. We go into there and we test drive all of the GM and Dodge vehicles that they had out there on the slot. And it was like you get an armband with different tabs on them. And certain tabs you had to pick one or the other. And certain tabs you had to do before you could do the other. It was kind of weird. It was like a fucking video game. Which was weird because this shit was like back in the fucking 90s. It was like you had to drive the SSR, the drop top pickup truck with the Corvette engine in it, before you could drive the Pontiac GTO or the Corvette on the test track, or you had to drive the Durango and the Hummer. Oh, we tried the Hummer, but the line was so long for that one because that one actually had the little cliff on the test track that you actually had to drive up and everything. Everybody wanted to do that one. So the test drive track for that, the line was so fucking long. We said, fuck that. We'll just go straight sports car. Spend our whole day on that. We fucked the tranny up on the SSR because we were running that shit like a manual. We were like slamming the fucking gears to get like max revs out of it. We were peeling wheels and shit. I think our best time was us sitting at the start line in the Durango, fucking around with they had the early version of Starlink on there on the upper part of it, but we linked it and we got the dash radio to work with it. So we were tuning through the set radio, trying to find a good radio station before we even left the start line. So we wanted to like have like some badass music, so we turned that shit all the way up. We were like bumping jams and shit, chilling out through the damn racetrack and stuff. Now when it came to like the hot shit, I chose the Pontiac GTO and my boy AP, he chose the Corvette that was hot for that, the Z06 for there that year. And they had to have, which sucks so bad, they put us in there with racetrack drivers in the co-pilot seat, and they forced us to not downshift for corners or anything. They made us stay in third gear to go around corners in a high gear, so we couldn't downshift. There's no oversteer, there's no power over. There was like no fun in that. There was no tire peel. There was nothing we could do in that, which sucks so much hard ass because we wanted to so bad. It was like you go hard in a long ass straightaway into a tight ass left bend. It was like hairpin. It wasn't like a full 180, but it was damn near close. So it was like full up, and it was like up and then down, and then it was downhill. It was mostly downhill actually, up and over. Mostly downhill into a quick hard left, and then he would not let you downshift. So it was like if you went into third, you might as well stay into third. But if you went into fourth because you were trying to gain speed, he would make you stay into fourth. But if you stayed into third, he'd make you hard brake. So it was like you could not do anything fun into the track. And there actually was cops that showed up that day because somebody got into the car with the guy, and he tried to take off with the car. They went off of the track, he kicked the guy out of the car, and then he hauled off in the car. And me and my boy are looking at each other like, you don't think they're going to show up into this event without having trackers on their car? Like, bro, how stupid are you, man? Like, I know it's a new car, but no way you're gonna make it to a chop shop before they chop your ass up. Either way, still a good day. It was free lunch. They gave us like a sub sandwich, and we both got walked away with a fucking free T-shirt and a swag bag out of it. Got a little gray T-shirt with the H2 Hummer all over the front of it and everything, because I guess that was the highlight of the shit. Hummer was hot back in the day. It was, like I say, you know, it was still like early 2000s and whatnot. But that shit was a fucking hot ass day. Just test driving like GM, Pontiac, Sky, all these other fucking Saturn. They had the Saturn Ion Red line, which was a hot ass fucking little underestimated car, but shit's not even existent anymore because they don't even make Saturns. But the Ion Red line is a hot little 2.4 with that little supercharger on it. That shit got up and go. Hot little car, man. Like with the Saturn Sky and the Pontiac Solstice. Oh man. They had the fucking cars out there back then, man. That was fun. Won't lie. This is a cheat. It won't show it. But somewhere in there is actually a flat 6 from a Porsche. Did an engine swap. I know, it's a cheat. It's a cheat. You think it's a flat 4, air cooled. No, it's not. That's why I got the RWB glitch on here. Yeah, nobody knows about this. I did the glitch on here, which you can't do. I guess maybe it was patched, but I glitched the spoiler on and got the RWB onto this bitch. Alright, do I have to... wait, what is it? It's hold right. Right, yeah, okay. Alright, won't be able to see it from this angle. Maybe... No, you can't see it even here. Alright, either way, underneath that wing, it's RWB underneath it. It's the Porsche wing on this car. See if I can get another group of people to show up. Alright. I think I'm too far. Actually, maybe not far enough. Oh. That was a 35. Should be a line here. What? Alright, this just fucking busted my brain. Where the fuck is the line at? Did I talk about it so much that the game actually switched while I was talking about it? No, there's no way. It's been there for years at the 35-mile marker. There's not a marker further back, right? No? fucking trippy now. Did they just take the line out of the pavement?